What you're about to watch is a judge correcting an attorney on how to handle a firearm.
So 12B, through your work, you find out that this item, from running a computer check, comes up stolen from the serial number. Is that how it works?
Yes.
Okay, and you found the item, though, underneath the passenger seat on the floorboard. Is that right?
I need to teach you about handling weapons. Please point the muzzle always downward, no matter if it's unloaded, okay?
I know it's unloaded, but yes, sir.
You make everybody nervous, okay? Including Mr. Kerns, who you're pointing it at.
This video reminds me of the time where Will Smith was on a set of a movie, I believe it was Bad Boys, the new one that's coming out, and someone did something similar.
Stuff is not more extravagant than the second one.
Terrible gun safety.
Having a gun pointed at you is the firearm equivalent of hearing nails on a chalkboard. There's an immediate, overwhelming biological urge to smack the gun out of someone's hand, or if you're too far away to smack it, immediately duck out of the way of the gun like the guy in the courtroom did in this video.
Your check comes up stolen from the serial number. Is that how it works?
Yes.
Okay, and
This is actually the attorney for the rapper Young Thug, who is currently facing multiple charges under Georgia's RICO, i.e. Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organization Act. I can always tell who is used to handling a firearm and who isn't just by the way that they pick up the firearm. It's actually a bit oxymoronic when you think about it. You see, someone who is not too familiar with guns will pick it up very gingerly, like it's a bomb waiting to go off. However, someone who's familiar with guns will pick up the gun rather casually, like it's a hammer. But the person who picks up the gun like it's a bomb will literally have the muzzle pointing at everyone in the room. But the person who picks up the gun like a hammer will make sure that the muzzle was never pointed at anyone. Now you understand why it's a bit oxymoronic? Now, to be fair, you can be damn near an expert on firearms, but over the years, you've just become a little complacent, as you'll see here with the so-called expert on the Rust case in trial.
Revolver.
So, Your Honor, I'm going to object.
All right, first of all, everybody's nervous because you have not demonstrated to us that they are unloaded. So before you start showing us the weapons, make sure they're unloaded, including that one that you just touched.
It can be embarrassing to get corrected in public, but if there's ever a time to take an L, it's when someone is correcting you on how not to accidentally shoot someone or yourself. Now, I can hear some people saying, bro, relax. The gun is clearly unloaded. You see, we gun people are kind of safety Nazis. We don't care how unloaded you think a gun is, especially if we haven't checked it ourselves. And even if, like in this case, there's a whole trigger cable lock in the gun, you still don't do it. Because if you develop the habit of pointing an empty gun at someone, it's only a matter of time before you point a loaded gun at someone, because that's what you've trained yourself to do with an empty gun. The goal is to ingrain gun safety into your subconscious so you don't even think about it. You just do it. That's why we have the 4 rules of gun safety. Treat all guns as if they're loaded. Never point a gun at anything you're not wanting to destroy. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Know your target and what's beyond it. If you handle enough guns for a long enough period of time, I'll admit, you're probably going to break at least one of these rules of gun safety at least once in your life, which is bad, but it's not catastrophic. It's just a numbers game. However, if the rules are ingrained in you, it's almost impossible to break 2 rules at the same time. Now, breaking 2 rules at the same time, yeah, now that can be catastrophic. Ignorance and complacency are the usual catalyst for all unintended gun accidents. Not to mention pointing a gun at someone, loaded or not, and then acting like it's not a big deal because it's unloaded is a perfect way to get your ass kicked. Just saying. And I'm also gonna say, don't forget about the flash sale that we're having at shop.mrcolionnoir.com. Right now, you can get 15% off of your order whenever you use the code DADDAYT. And on top of that, if your order contains a t-shirt, like the one I'm wearing here, or any t-shirt on the site, you'll also get a free CN Colion Noir white t-shirt or an Amosexual white t-shirt as well. So click the link in the description section of this video and take advantage of the flash sale. One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you, and we're all fighting this culture war together. Now you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.